Okay, it's Pike here, and today I'm going to show you a build that I've done. And this build is not about out and out damage. This build is about keeping you and your teammates alive. And I will show it to you. Yes, okay, Well of Radiance, what a surprise. But I'm not using the normal exotic that we use with that one. Everything this character has is about healing. So I've got Healing Rift. You can't have anything in there with healing. Healing Grenade, Heat Rises, and Touch of Flame. And in the fragments, we've got 3 fragments that I've personally never used. Ember of Solace I've used many times. There's no other healing fragment I can use in there. So these 3 is Ember of Mercy. When you revive an ally, you or other allies gain restoration. The Fire Sprite regen is quite high. You'll see it quite often. This one is Ember of Benevolence. Applying Restoration, Cure, or Radiant to allies grants increased melee, grenade, or class ability, and it's actually very noticeable how much quicker it is. We got this one, Ember of Tempering. Solo weapon final blows grant you and your allies increased recovery. I will say this, also says that your solo weapon final blows creates a fire sprite. So I've got 2 lots of fire sprites there. This one here would be better with the fixed odds machine gun, but I'm not using fixed odds. I'm going to use Luna's Howl with Kill Clip, Hill Clip. Again, trying to heal my teammates. Sleeper and a Battle Scar just to stun the champs. There's the artifact. Pretty ordinary, nothing special here. We go over here. Again, there's no healing in here really. It's all about me doing something to my allies. So in this instance, they get an armor charge from me to pick up an orb. When I cast my super, they either get 1 armor charge, or if they're not solar, they're going to get 2. Fortunately, there's nothing in the hands, or the gloves, or the chest that can do any sort of healing. There is it emergency reinforcement? Yeah, there it is. That is not worth the slot. It's just absolutely terrible. In here, I've got, as you can see, I've got Time Dilation. The reason I got Time Dilation is to make Font of Restoration last a little bit longer. It's actually not that bad. Probably not great in top tier content, but in mid to low, it seems to be pretty decent. I have used this a few times. Healthy Finisher. Didn't really think much of it. I couldn't really see or didn't see how much it really healed me back. I can imagine it's probably not a lot. And then we got the exotic Boots of the Assembler. Okay, so standing in a healing rift creates noble seekers that seek out allies that are not in a rift and heal them. So when you use an empowering rift, it grants you and your allies damage. So I'm using Healing Rift, and it also says that each time a Noble Seeker finds one of your allies, the duration of your rift is briefly extended while you're standing in it. Now I've had a quick go on this. I can get the rift back in 15 seconds, and the rift itself lasts for 13. So there's 2 seconds in the game where I don't have the rift. And how you get your rift back on a Warlock is with recovery. The higher your recovery is, the quicker you get back your rift. It's as simple as that. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go to Onslaught. I'm just going to do 10 normal rounds. There's no surges for me today either, so that's okay. I'm going to turn the mic off, and when it's finished, I'll get back to you. And we'll see how I get on. Another thing before I go, don't expect to be getting 200 kills with this build. This build is not about damage, it's about survivability for you and your teammates. So let's see how we do. I'll speak to you at the end.
There can be poetry in destruction. Write me some poetry. Do it! showed no remorse. That's how you should be on a battlefield. Put your enemies down before they do the same to you. You've got some fight in you. Good. This is a gauge of pure combat potential. Make me proud. I can hardly remember what they look like.
Okay, so there we go. I didn't feel like I did very well. I don't think I got that many kills. There you go. That's the thing though with this build. You have to accept that you're not going to be wiping out lines and lines and lines of enemies, because you're just not going to with this build. But I did notice there was a hell of a lot of healing going on continuously, from the rifts, from the restoration, from the fire sprites as well. And obviously I can't see Luna's health with the hill clip because it doesn't show it on the screen. That's the build. If you are not the best player in the world and you want to help your teammates out, I think this build is pretty good. I think it would certainly do okay in mid-tier content. In the higher stuff, I don't think it would. But that's the end of the video. I say thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.